What I want to highlight here is how some players in any fighting game you play, a lot of players, depending on their skill level and experience, if for example they get hit a lot, or most likely when they're winning the round, and then all of a sudden you start coming back and you start hitting them with a succession of attacks, of successful attacks. At some point they'll try to do something to get you off them, or they'll lose their composure. They'll do something crazy, just like that what that rock player did. You saw the reason why I hit him with that air sweeper. It's because I knew that at that point he wasn't just gonna stand there and block and find the right time to strike back. I knew that he was gonna go crazy with something. I wasn't sure what it was, but I knew that at that point he was kind of frustrated, and that he was gonna do something. And I made sure that it was something that was either slow enough or had slow recovery for me to punish it, which is why he got hit by it. And if he held his composure, that wouldn't happen. And well, obviously that wouldn't happen. But I think he would have been at a more advantageous position, because then I would have just jumped back, and I would have been far away from him, and he would have been able to zone me out, because the timer was running low and he had red health. I still only had yellow health, and red health can recover slowly. So that's just kind of your lesson, you know, not to just keep your composure. Don't let anything just mess with your head, and he paid for it. Here I got into a situation where I got into a range where I started throwing out jabs. And the reason why I did this is because I was trying to either trade with something that he might have thrown out or beat it. But I'm pretty sure it was kind of a risky thing to do, because I think maybe he could have swept. Although Rock's sweep is kind of slow, but anyways, he didn't do anything. He was just standing there. I don't know if it's because he was scared, or he didn't want to. He was just shook, or whatever the case may be. When I saw that he was just standing there, what came into my mind is that he would either just jump neutral or jump back. Because I was thinking that he didn't want to stay in that situation, and that he would want to do something to reposition himself, which is why I did that preemptive jump high punch. But as you're seeing right now, he didn't fall for it. However, even though it was a failed guess, I still think it was I classify this as an educated guess, because first of all, he didn't punish well. That was a really poor punish, but even if he did punish it well, it wouldn't have done that much damage because he didn't have any bar. And second reason is because I was leading around. Sometimes when I'm leading around, sometimes I'll take more risks. But the biggest reason is because he couldn't have done that big of a punish anyways. It's good to know when to take guesses and when not to take guesses. So that's an example, in my opinion, of an educated guess. Now this is just little example of taking in information while you're playing. Really just watching how your opponent reacts to certain situations. And the thing here is that on that first knockdown, you see that Rock does a counter, a high counter. So in that moment, I see that that's how he was reacting, and I took that, and the next time I was able to knock him down, I took a guess, and it was an educated guess because I saw him do it before, and I thought he would do it again. And it worked because I did Dong's low stomp move, and he fell for it because he once again woke up with that same high counter. But what happened the third time when I did it late is because I wasn't sure if it was the counterplayer to do the same thing 3 times in a row, which is why I hesitated. In the third time, I was trying to react to if he was going to do it, because the second time I didn't react. I just took a wild educated guess, which worked. Third time I was trying to react, which wasn't a really good idea because Dong's ground stomp is kind of slow. But anyways, this is just to show you how, well, showing you the importance of really paying attention to everything your opponent does, because you can take advantage of everything he does. He or she. Now, I can't really tell you if he reacted or if he took a good guess, but I have a feeling that he was waiting for it, because that ground stomp thing, which caused me to get hit by that super, something that I did a lot throughout our matches. So I'm pretty sure that that's just a bit of information that he took, and I think he was waiting for me to do it again in that case, and he already had super stock. See, that was I think I was careless here, because I knew that it could have gotten punished, but I didn't I was kind of underestimating him here, thinking that, well, he wouldn't have the presence of mind to do it. But he did, and there's really 2 things to learn here. Really, that not to give anything to your opponent, because I kind of gave him that one. And secondly, he did good really gathering that information and really used it against me.